I want to find the domain of the function. If we have f of x, any function, and we have numerator over denominator, like x plus 2 over x squared minus 36. You know, in this case, we have values we couldn't find. So what are the values we couldn't find in this function? You know, we can find any value except the zeros of the denominator. So in this case, we will write x squared minus 36 equal to 0. Then we will factorize x plus 6, x minus 6. Then x plus 6 is equal to 0 and x minus 6 equals 0. Then x equals minus 6 and x equals 6. You know, they are the values we couldn't find. They are the values we couldn't find. They are the exceptions we couldn't find. So in this case, we'll write the domain as domain will be written as R difference -6 and 6. We can find any value except -6 and 6. Why is that? Because -6 and 6 makes the denominator 0. And the second one, the second case, if I have f of x equal the square root of, let's say, 2x minus 1. You know, in this case, we can find the square root of any positive value, and we can find the square root of any negative value, any zero value. But when it comes to the square root of negative, we couldn't find the square root of negative. It's a math error. When asking about the domain means asking about the values we can find. So if I have 2x minus 1, what are the values we can find under the square root? So 2x minus 1 must be greater than or equal to 0. Move minus 1 to the next side, so 2x greater than or equal to 1. Then divide by 2, divide by 2. Then x greater than or equal to half. What is the domain in this case? The domain means all values we can find. Actually, we can find all values which are greater than or equal to half. So the domain in this case will be half and positive infinity. And I want to show you what is the difference between them. Pay attention. The difference between them, in the first one, we have all values we can find except only -6 and 6. So we have our difference in this case. In the second one, just directly, we have the values we can find. We can find the values from half to positive infinity. What if I write f of x equal the cubic root of any stuff here, like 2x minus 1 again? You know, we can find the cubic root of any positive value, the cubic root of any negative value, and the cubic root of 0. So in this case, the domain equals R. Okay. What if I have f of x, the last case, like x plus 3, I don't care about it, over a square root of 2x minus 1. In this case, we can find the square root of any positive value only. Why is that? Because the square root is written down in the denominator. So we can find the square root of any positive value. So in this case, 2x minus 1 greater than 0 only, not equal to 0. Pay attention, very important. So 2x is greater than 1 divided by 2, so x is greater than half. So in this case, what is the domain? The domain will be half open and positive infinity. Take a screenshot and I'll send you another link after 5 minutes. You have a break for 5 minutes.